This is Crawfordsburn Country Park, which sits nestled on the shores of Belfast Lough between Helens Bay and Bangor in Northern Ireland. Since opening in 1971, the park has offered tranquil forest trails, expansive beaches and ocean views. However, Crawfordsburn Estate has a darker history. Crawfordsburn House was originally built by the Wilson family near an older ruinous house, which is nowadays referred to as Crawfordsburn Castle. This dilapidated house came to be used as the stables for the Wilsons' horses. In the early 20th century, the houses came into the ownership of the Crawford family after a Wilson daughter married a Crawford son. The marriage was a failed one, ending in separation. Mrs. Crawford moved to France and was found dead within days of arrival, although I was unable to find out the cause. The remaining Crawfords didn't fare much better. Mr. Crawford's son was killed in a motorcycle accident in 1913, while Crawford himself, Vice Commodore of the Royal Ulster Yacht Club, died in 1934 of pneumonia while on a sailing trip to New York. With no suitable heirs to the estate, it was sold off to the Health Service, who converted it into a TB facility in 1950. Many unfortunate children died here, their bodies cremated at the morgue which was built on the site in the 60s. In recent years, Crawfordsburn House was converted into luxury apartments, and the area's turbulent history all but forgotten. However, in early 2015, Lily Rooney, author and owner of the Northern Ireland Ghost Stories website, was sent a terrifying and unnerving story by a local dog walker. Lily stated, "We've talked to this lady a couple of times on the phone, and she is 100% certain of what she saw. Please let us know your thoughts." Here is her story. "Hi. I'm wondering if you could share this story on your page, as I want to know if anyone has had a similar experience. Last week, I was walking my dog in Crawfordsburn Country Park. It was starting to get dark, but it was a nice day, so I decided to go up to the waterfall. There wasn't anyone else around, so I let Missy, my 3-year-old border collie, off the lead. Missy ran ahead and I walked quickly to catch up. I noticed she had stopped and had started growling, so I started walking much faster. As I got level with her, I noticed what can only be explained as a gnome, standing about 10 feet away from Missy. It was about 3 feet tall, and at first I thought it was a child in fancy dress, but then I noticed its teeth were pointed and a horrible brown colour. It had a bulbous nose and large, deep-set eyes. I got Missy on the lead and watched in amazement as the gnome began to laugh. This wasn't a regular laugh, but a deep cackle. I was terrified and frozen to the spot, watching as the gnome walked into some bushes by the waterfall and disappeared. I quickly ran off back to the car. Can anyone shed any light on this incident? I know what I saw. I'm still having nightmares about this and can still hear the laugh." Interestingly, Lily Rooney claims that 2 other witnesses came forward with a similar sighting. One did so upon hearing of the first encounter, and the other had no knowledge of the first 2 at all. I wonder if the dark and tragic past of the estate manifests in an entity such as the one described, or whether this gnome creature was attracted by the heavy, sombre energy of the area. Perhaps it never really occurred at all, but it seems such an obscure tale to make up. I find myself drawn to encounters such as this one, especially when they occur in quiet, rural places. I mean, by all logical thinking, this story shouldn't exist. It's an anomaly in every sense of the word, yet accounts like this one crop up in the most unlikely places, more often than you'd expect. by people who swear blind that they're telling the truth. So, what do you think? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.